Shiv, we put out that big super exclusive right here. We've told our viewers what happens next. The Thai authorities are also now on the tails of these two Luthra brothers. Tell us more.
Things are obviously becoming much hotter right now for the Luthra brothers, who escaped just 5 hours after that inferno at their club, which killed 25 innocent people, Gauri. And we understand from our reporter who is in Phuket right now and in Bangkok that the pictures that our colleague Ratan has accessed from Bangkok of Gaurav Luthra, who is the elder brother that you can see in this picture passing through immigration. We'll have his brother Saurabh Luthra's picture in just a couple of minutes from now. Both of these people were obviously looking to evade the law. They had checked into a resort in Phuket, then they checked out and sort of went into hiding. There is a third person with them. Some reports are suggesting it is a woman. We don't know the identity of this person, so that is only speculation right now. The FIR also now includes a third owner of the club, someone named Ajay Gupta. That is information we'll be putting up shortly. His whereabouts and antecedents are not known just now. And the fifth big development, Gauri, right now is that the Goa police is likely to hold some kind of a press conference in a short while from now, post 4 o'clock. Akhil Jamil, our colleague, is on the ground in Goa and will be live at that press conference, so we'll know more. What seems quite clear at this point of time is that not only is this a story in motion, but the loose ends may be tied up very shortly, and it is likely that the news is tightening around the Luthra brothers at this time. So we're waiting for a breakthrough. We're hearing a lot of information from our sources in both the Goa police as well as immigration officials in Bangkok, but we're going to hold on to it until we have a confirmation. And like this picture that we've put out about 15 to 20 minutes before all others, we'll have that news break first here on NDTV.
Indeed. And Shiv, which also means that the Indian authorities and the Thai authorities are now working very closely to close all, whatever may be those loose ends, so to say, in this, which means that it could just be as early as 24 to 36 hours when these two Luthra brothers will be in custody.
You're right, Gauri. Remember, India and Thailand actually have a pretty well-oiled understanding as far as sharing information, sharing intelligence, sharing law enforcement data, etc. And in a case of this kind, it is quite likely that the Thai authorities are cooperating in full measure with India as far as I'm not talking about extradition per se, but I'm talking about just in terms of, Interpol blue corner notices, etc. So at this point of time, I think the Luthra brothers and whoever else is with them, whoever else their accomplices are, time is running out for them. It is very likely that they will be, brought back to India not very long from now. As they say, they can run, but they can't hide. But I think what has disgusted and sickened people everywhere is the instinctive, cowardice of these two brothers from Delhi, two businessmen, who rub shoulders with the high and mighty in Bollywood and elsewhere. Who own and operate a multiplicity of nightclubs, not just in Goa and Delhi, but in other parts of the country as well, and whose first instinct after this terrible tragedy happened, was to race to the airport and try and get out of the country before law enforcement, identifies them and puts in place lookout notices and bars their exit from the country as well. So these are clearly two very well-experienced businessmen. They know where the law enforcement loopholes are, and their mind, their advisors, their own innate sense of criminality suggested that they should get out of the country, and that's what they've done. Unfortunately, they've gone to Phuket or somewhere else in Thailand, where they're not going to have too many hiding places. So it's probably only a matter of time before they're dragged back to India, and hopefully it'll mean even more punitive measures, because remember that India is spending public money right now searching for them and attempting to bring them back. So there is a cost attached to the evasion by these two Delhi businessmen, and that will have to be factored into whatever punishment they finally get.
Indeed. And as Shiv was mentioning, viewers tuning in right now, two important developments. There will be a press conference by the Goa police at 4 o'clock. So in about 40 minutes from now is when Goa police will address the press and probably talk about some of these breakthroughs that we are putting out right now, which is that they are in touch with their Thai authorities and their Thai counterparts and are hot on the tails of the two Luthra brothers. Second aspect, as Shiv was mentioning, is that it is now just a matter of time before these two brothers are made to face the Indian law, which they decided to evade. And you know, Shiv, the important part that must be told to our viewers is that here are two entrepreneurs with net worth of 200 crore rupees running restaurants, about 20 to 22 restaurants, and their first instinct was to evade the law, run away, and then put out some sorry message a couple of hours later saying that how deeply shaken they are. This is what we are putting out right now for our viewers to see. Cowardice at its best.
It's the worst that it's the worst of human culture. It's the worst of human instinct. There is dishonesty, criminality, all of it mixed into it, and I'm not surprised. Like we've been reporting here on NDTV, and we have a very big news break coming up in a very short while about how there were exponentially more violations and probably a paper trail of bribes, etc. That the brothers may have actually paid in order to keep their nightclubs running in Goa, which will be broken and reported by our team very, very shortly. But apart from that, the criminal instinct to get away as quickly as possible using the loopholes mean that it is very clear how they ran their properties in Goa, as is very clear from NDTV's reporting as well. We've got some panchayat members, some small fry in Goa's infamous panchayats being suspended for dodgily issued NOCs and approvals and licenses and stuff. But what is most glaring is that no action was taken so far. So there are very hard questions to ask of the Goa government, the Goa administration, the municipality, the license issuing competent authorities and others. And those questions will be asked here on NDTV. But if we keep the focus on the Luthra brothers who were powerful, rich, as you've mentioned. They operated a 200 crore empire of nightclubs. The fact that they rubbed shoulders with influential and powerful people. There are pictures of them with the who's who of the commentariat, the party goers, the socialites, the celebrities, the actors, etc. Means that these guys were part of the jet set. These guys were very much part of the glam set from Mumbai, who would go down to Goa for a weekend to party, etc. And therefore, for them to use that first instinct to get the hell out of India before the system takes its own time to kick into gear, which is completely understandable. It takes a few hours before who the owners are identified, FIRs to be registered, etc. These guys knew exactly where those law enforcement cracks are, and they manipulated it to get on a flight, an Indigo flight, ironically. Probably, people have been joking for the last 24 hours that it's the only Indigo flight that didn't get cancelled and actually took off on time. And it was that Indigo flight that carried them from Delhi to Phuket and has deposited them there. So, there were rumors overnight that they may have left Phuket and traveled to the Gulf or elsewhere. But our information is that they're still in Phuket. The lookout notices, the blue collar notice that's been issued or is in the process of being issued, all mean that they are kind of penned in Phuket, which is a small island territory in Thailand, and won't be able to get away from there. Hopefully, we'll have a big breakthrough very shortly.
That's a small island and very easy to be able to really comb by authorities in a couple of hours. Let's also now talk about Shiv, the third partner against whom a lookout circular has been issued, Ajay Gupta. The third partner, again, there's a circular that has been issued. Authorities are chasing him. What is this instinct to run away instead of owning up to the bunch of mistakes, glaring loopholes that they actually allowed to happen at the cost of 25 people losing their lives? Another partner being chased by authorities, another circular issued.
I think it's just a culture of dishonesty and criminality. It goes down to, like I said, at the cost of repeating, the fact that these men were used to running their businesses, potentially with almost a daily act of bribery or criminality or hafta vasuli and things like that. So these are people who obviously have no business morality as such. Not to speak of corporate governance and things like that. These are sort of tough-talking Delhi business walas, two brothers who are running a bunch of nightclubs. Probably drove fancy cars, etc. And it didn't see very much in getting out of the country as quickly as possible. Now, when your entire business is run with a track record of misdemeanors, paying for actions, paying agencies to not act against you, not having the appropriate fire licenses, paying off panchayats and paying off municipalities in order to get even small level approvals and no objection certificates, which is actually hugely rampant in Goa. Goa, let me say this outright, is a place where private business is almost entirely at the mercy of an intricate network of mafias that extend through the administration, through different organs of the government, down to the panchayats as well. There are criminal syndicates that run, many of these arms that allow or permit, small businesses and businesses in general to take root in Goa. So if a person has been used to that kind of thing, I think them getting on a plane and getting out of India is not surprising at all.
Absolutely.